Okay.
Hi, Kirsten.
Feels very civilized, doesn't it? Really? Yeah, this should help for sure.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can.
There we go. You beat
I-
me to it.
I have another friend that's joining us today.
Oh my goodness, you're so popular.
She is.
Cheers. I'm still drinking my coffee.
Oh, good for you. This is my friend Julia. She was with us last time.
Hello.
Hi.
And
How are
then,
you?
Coffee is our reward at the end of this.
Yeah. we have a beautiful breakfast to go to after this. So
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It is.
a French
Living the
breakfast.
dream, right?
And this is Shauna.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kirsten.
Hi, Kirsten.
Thank you for joining.
I brought my little short yoga mat. I have a towel.
What's it like there in Florida?
Beautiful. So the girls left yesterday
Yeah.
and I was super tired. Oh my goodness. Linda and my sister, I drove her at 7. And then Linda and I went and played pickleball with a hangover. With a hangover.
With
And then I drove her to the airport.
Oh, wow.
I gotta fix the angle of this camera.
I can see your mat pretty well.
Okay. So yeah, it's kind of like, thanks for coming and thanks for leaving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, we're living in a very small space. I mean, we have this beautiful outdoor space and thank goodness the weather cooperated. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
My sister loves it here. She absolutely loves it here. So we had beautiful cocktails on the dock and dinner on the dock every night. But it's a lot of cooking and grocery shopping and cleaning and getting them coffee, at the crack of dawn. And, and now I'm just like, I don't even have my dog. I had to drop her at the sitter for pickleball. And now I'm just like chill. So no dog, I'm going to pick her up after. Yeah, that's my day.
That's great.
And I get to do this beautiful class with you awesome ladies.
Well, we feel very lucky to be here to be.
Well, that's great. Good morning,
Yeah.
Val. I guess.
Morning.
How are you?
Fine. My knee's messed up while sleeping. I can't walk, so I'm back in the brace.
Oh,
I didn't run yesterday, but it's like 6 months ago. It's misbehaving, so we'll try.
Oh my goodness. That's funny
Yeah.
because I woke up this morning with a sore neck. I don't know what I did, but oh well. We'll do the best we can
yesterday-
do.
It started yesterday morning, and I only walked the dog like 10 blocks, and then it was like my knee was not responding to me, so I'm back in a brace. So, but I'm ready.
You stretch out all your muscles above your knee, right?
Yeah, and I can do everything. It's just that walking, it just wobbles and it behaves like I don't have a cartilage there. So I don't know.
Wow. Okay, well, we're not going to wait for Sue. I think we'll just get started. So if you haven't already, let's mute. I'm going to grab my water. And let's get this party going. So come all the way to the back of the mat and let's just take a nice big deep breath. Hold the arms up really long and don't pull them together. Keep them nice and wide. So let's think about feet at least hip width apart and broad through the shoulders. There's Sue. Good morning, Sue. Now suck in the belly, pull it in. Even though it's hard to do when you're in this position, you're trying to actually wake up your core. So get the muscle active by pulling it in. Now, palms are going to face down. You're just going to bring your arms halfway down. Now here, you're trying to reach to touch both sides of the room. And if you can, try to pull your arms back a little bit. So if you took a peek, you would see your wrist in the same line as your shoulder. So if you look at me from the side, I'm trying to pull them back as opposed to having them out in front. You want to activate muscle behind those shoulders. Now you're going to fold halfway down and let the arms just relax. You're not letting go of that belly though. Come back up, pull those arms to touch both sides of your room once again. Now try to take them back, even if it's like a quarter of an inch. And then release, fold halfway. Belly stays up and in towards the spine. Come back up. One last time here. Now you're going to flip the palms so they face the sky and then turn them back down again. We're just trying to open up our shoulders. Now, if you can, take those hands and rotate them to the back of the room. Not necessarily an easy thing to do, and then flip them back up. Want you to try to feel a little pinch between the shoulder blades. How you get that activation is by pulling those hands a little further back. Okay, palms up, let the arms come up. And now we're going to do a nice slow swan dive. Pull your butt back and come all the way down. Just let your head go. It wants to hang out and just enjoy this ride. Now drift your weight forward into the toes and then drift it backwards. Don't fall back, but kind of go for it today. Forward and back. Now from here, inhale, extend to a flat back. So you've got your fingertips on the floor, but you're looking forward, like maybe midway through your mat, and your spine is long. You're not rounding your back. Now we're going to fold into those legs, let it go again. You're in spinal flexion. And let's repeat that. Inhale, extend, flat back. Look out. And then exhale, fold into those thighs. Now again, here, we're just waking up. It's not about forcing anything today. It's about listening to your body, how it feels, and be gentle, be kind. Do lots of breathing in today's class. So try to begin each move with a breath and then try to exhale out at the end of the move. Lots of breathing in between. Inhale, extend, flat back. Really puff out your upper back. Puff it out with lots of oxygen. And then exhale, just fold into those legs. We're going to do this one more time. Make this breath even bigger. Inhale, extend. Puff out those shoulder blades, puff out the back. And then exhale, relax. Now, fingertips on the floor, just come into a little squat, bend the legs, and then straighten them. And bend. Increasing blood flow to the lower body here. Squat and straighten. And again, you determine, and maybe Val, this might not feel good for your knee, but just kind of do and go, work a range of motion that's comfortable. It's not about pushing the edge right now. We're just in a warm-up phase of this class.
Okay, let's come back to that nice fold into your thighs position. I'm going to stay here for 3 more breaths. If you'd like to cross the arms and just sort of let them hang in space, that's cool. And maybe as you exhale each of these breaths, maybe the forearms are getting a little closer to the floor. But again, it's all what they want to do. So nice to get some good blood flow to our face. Okay, hands above the knees. You're going to help your upper body come back to a standing position. We're going to do a nice little side body stretch. So let's take this right arm up and try to create as much length as you can through that arm, and then let the hip come out to the side. So it's about length. You should feel a little tug right here. It's not about doing this, right? It's just about lengthening the side body. Let's do the same on the other side. Hip comes out, arm gets nice and long. And let's just repeat this a few more times. Hang out there as long as you need to. Let's do one more on each side. Remember your breath. And at points in today's class, try to remember to close your eyes. I don't often cue it, but especially if you're a couple of people doing the class together, it's really nice to just create your own space by shutting out all the distractions around you and making this moment just about you. Reach both fingertips to the ceiling, and let's do a nice slow swan dive back all the way down to a full fold. Nice and slow. Oh, that feels so good. Now, while we're here in this full forward fold, I want you to think about amping this up a little bit. So if you had lights on your bottom, shine them up to the sky. Feel that extra little tug behind the legs. That's what we're going for. We're just going to hold this and breathe a few more times. Puff out those ribs. Take big, big, big breaths. This is a great place to shut your eyes. Okay, let's bend our knees and let's get our hands down on the floor and take baby steps with the hands all the way out to your plank. As soon as you get into your plank, we're going to a down dog. So start out with your shoulders right on top of those wrists. Feet are 4 to 6 inches apart, and then slowly come into your first down dog of the day. Now, in a down dog position, often I see people pull through the arms too far. You don't need to do that. You want to be able to see the sides of your arms through your peripheral vision. Close your eyes, take 5 big breaths. Okay, come back to your plank. Step your feet into bear so your knees are under your hips. Your knees are just above the floor. Just hold right here. Should feel good for the pads of those feet because you're nice and high on the toes. Now try to be mindful here. A lot of people drop their heads when they're in a plank pose. Look forward of the mat at all times when you're in a plank. So your neck stays long. Now let's put the knees down. We're going to open them up as wide as you can. Come onto the tops of your feet and sit back to a child's pose. Walk your hands out. You can let the forearms relax to the floor if that feels good. You're just trying to chill out and release and breathe into your lower back here. This is an opportunity for a nice lower back stretch. So in today's class, there are going to be moments of big challenge, and then there are going to be moments of rest. Embrace the challenges. Try to get a little edgy by calming your mind through them and using your breath. And know that there will be a rest period coming. Okay, let's come back up. Walk those knees back in so they're hip width apart. Tuck those toes under. Now, we're going to pull the hips back right over the heels, and we're going to walk our hands out for a lat stretch. So the armpits are aiming down towards the floor. You're just breathing with both arms nice and straight. Ears are right beside the arms. Now, isometrically, I want you to create a little oomph to this move by pulling those hands towards your knees. It's just a gentle little tug. And then release it and do it again. And let it go and do it one more time. Nice. Now slide those hands back under, wrist under shoulder, come into a big cat stretch. Really open up those shoulder blades as best you can. While you have them open, take 3 big breaths. Now let's do the reverse. Look up, big arch in the back, hang out here for 3 breaths. We're only doing this once. It's up to you to make it great. Okay, I'd like you to come back to a neutral spine. That means engage your midsection, flatten out your back. Hold that, come into your plank, and meet me in your best down dog. Once you're there, lift your left leg up with your hips nice and square. So left hip, same height as right hip. Back leg straight, point those toes. Now, pull that heel towards your butt. Pull it in. Feel the muscle of the back of the leg engage. Keep hollowing out the belly. Come back to your plank. Put that foot down. Now let's do the same. Back to your down dog. Right leg up. Pull the heel to the butt. Keep your knee up. If you can, lift it a bit higher. Keep the stomach in. That's how you warm up your hamstring. Come on back to plank. Now, we're going to do a nice little hover. If you'd like to put your knees down, start in your plank, put your knees on the floor, come down a little bit, not huge, and then sweep to your up dog. Really important here to keep your glutes active whenever you're in this position. Broaden through your shoulders, look forward. Now, it's hard to pull in the stomach in this position, but I want you to try. So today's challenge, anytime you're sitting in a chair, I want you to sit on the edge of the chair without using the back support and keep your spine long with your stomach in. That's an all day long ab workout. Who doesn't want that? Okay, get that butt back up slowly while you pull in the stomach, really slow. We're going to take the hips back over the heels in slow motion. And we're going to flatten out the feet and we're going to come into child's pose this way. Arms can be either long or bent. Just hang out here in a nice little child's pose and breathe 5 big, huge breaths. It's your last child's pose of the day, unless you want to take them on your own. What a fabulous way to start your day. At least those are the thoughts going through my mind. Okay, come on back up. Come back to your plank and back to your down dog. Lift the left leg up again. Now this time, equal weight in both arms. Open your hip and lift the leg really high. Your glute is doing all the work right now. Higher. Don't forget to breathe. Great time to close your eyes and shut out everything around you. This is your opportunity for a healthy mind and a healthy body. Relax that foot down, come back into your plank. If you need to put your knees down, do it now. We're going to do a little hover. We're going to come right back to our up dog. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your toes tucked under because we're not going to be here long. Just breathe. Now, if you feel a little tremble in your arms, that is a good thing. They are working. Okay, come off the knees, right back to your down dog. This time, slowly, really slowly. Once you're there, right leg up. Open the right hip, but you're not shifting weight out of the arms. Lift it higher. Come on back to plank. Let's do that nice hover right to your up dog. Come on to the tops of the feet this time. And if you're able, I'd like you to lift your knees off the floor and just hold. A little more weight going into the arms. As long as your glutes are firing on both sides, you are in good shape. Okay, knees down, hips back up really slow. Hollow out the belly. Now I want you to come down onto your forearms with your knees down. Palms are on the floor and your elbows are right under your shoulders. Now scoot those knees back maybe an inch or two, but I want you to isometrically pull your elbows towards the knees. Just relax here and breathe. Now, engage your glutes. I know they already are, but make sure they stay that way. Lower the hips to the floor. You're in your baby cobra. Just relax here and breathe. Now let's do this again. Hips up, tummy in, elbows pull towards the knees, knees pull towards the elbows. Amping it up a little bit. Neck is long, don't drop the face. Relax your hips, keep your glutes tight. Look forward. And one last time, lift them up. Get that isometric tug going on. Okay, walk your forearms back, get your butt up towards the back of those heels, tuck those toes under. Now, arms are long, walk them out. Inch them off the mat over to the left side. Keep your hips nice and square. Little quadratus lumborum stretch for the right side. Walk them over to the other side. If you can inch them out a little further, go for it. Come back center with both arms, walk them in. Now from here, we're going to come into a very small down dog. So lift your butt up towards the sky, heels towards the floor. We're going to stretch out our calves. Lots of weight going into the arms. Just breathe. Tummy is hollow. I'm going to try to pull in your rib cage here. Okay, baby steps with your hands towards, with your feet towards your hands so you end up in the middle of your mat. Cross the arms, stay in this forward fold. Fingertips down on the floor. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Take your left leg, sweep it back. Open the hip to the sky. Left hand to your waist. Open your chest to the left side of the room. It's called a half moon. You can take that left arm, reach it up. Both arm and leg are long. Get rid of the bend if there is any. Now, if you can, bend into that right elbow and let your torso get a little closer to the standing leg, if possible. Now let's take that hand back down. I want you to close the hip so they're square. Just hold it here. Now, if you can, hover your hands above the floor. Just hover them and balance on one leg. Hands back down, just the fingertips, not a lot of weight in them. And relax that left foot back to the floor. Same thing other side. Sweep the right leg back. Open that right hip to the sky. Right hand up to your waist. Open to the right side of your room. Give me some more height with that leg. Sweep that arm up if you can. Lower your torso if you can. Just bend into that left arm. Really work that leg as best you can. Get it up. Now, you know, during balance work, if you close your eyes, it becomes much more challenging because you're kind of lost in space. You might want to try it here. Take that right hand down, square that right hip. Just a tad bit of weight going into the fingers, barely nothing. And once we have that going on, see if you can just take the hands off the floor. Just hold on that one leg. Put the fingertips back down, relax that right leg. We're going to inhale here and extend to a flat back. Let's get our butt back, push it back, or take it back. And then exhale, just fold into those legs and relax. Close your eyes and breathe. Inhale, extend, flat back. Reverse swan dive all the way back up to standing. Sweep your arms up. Let's try to close them. You're going to connect the palms here at the top. Just relax and breathe. Take your gaze, look up. And release the arms back by your side. Nice. Take yourself to the back of the mat. Big deep breath. Hands to heart. Step your left foot forward. Big step. And if you can't do one big step, you can inch the front foot a little more forward. Let's get nice and high on the back. Toes. The back, what do you mean by that?
back toes. Sweep your arms up. Now I know you've got your glutes working in the back because we've learned that whenever you stretch a muscle in the front, the one behind it needs to be active because that's what's good for us. Okay, arms by your side, palms face down, lean forward. Get rid of the bend in your front leg. So straight leg. Now, if you feel wobbly, start engaging muscle or take that right foot and move it out to the right. So you have a bigger stance between the feet. Now lean in a little more. Spine is long, tummy is in. Bring your hands to heart. Shoulders are broad. Rotate them to the left. Go as far as you can. Once you're there, just hang out there. Find a nice calming spot. Relax your mind by just breathing. Take your left hand to your waist. Take your right hand down to the floor by the instep of your front foot. Fingertips only. Take your left arm, lift that left shoulder up to the sky. Now take that left arm back in front, bend your front leg. You're in a runner's lunge. I want you to take your right leg, move it further back. Left knee over left ankle, still elevated on the toes in the back. Palms down, step back plank. Nice job. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Step it back. Right knee to right elbow. Step it back. Hover low. Right to your up dog. Hold here, knees on the floor or knees off the floor, feet are flat. Nice job. Just relax, breathe, close your eyes. Unless, of course, you have an amazing, peaceful view, like greenery or the ocean. Relax and breathe. A few more times. Hollow out the belly, tuck those toes under, come back to your plank. Right back to down dog, slowly. Drive your heels to the floor. Pull in your rib cage. So the whole front of your body is sucking up and into the spine. Baby steps with your feet towards your hands. Meet in your forward fold. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Reverse swan dive back up to standing. Sweep your arms to the sky. Come to the back of your mat. Hands to heart. Step your right foot forward. However you get there is fine. Sweep those arms back by your side. Palms face down. You're going to give me a big lean in. High on the toes in your back foot. Now, if you have a huge bend in that right leg, get rid of it. Give me a bigger lean in. The more you lean in here, the more you get into your right butt cheek. So if you can lower an inch and keep the stomach pulling in, that's fabulous. So, I'm not asking you to pull the arms forward. They're staying back, but they're nice and long. You have a really big lean. Now take those hands to heart, both shoulders. Start to go to the right really slowly. Again, if you don't feel safe, you've got to take that left foot and move it to the left. Of course, the smaller the stance, the more challenging this becomes. So if your feet are positioned like you're walking a tightrope, you're the rock star. Get your chest facing the right side of the room as best you can. And then you're going to take the left fingers, drop them down, right hand to your waist. Now open that chest to face the right side of your room. You can lift that right arm up. Take that right hand down. Bend your front leg. Step that left foot back. You're in a runner's lunge. No weight in the toes of that right foot. So let's try to find that right knee right on top of that ankle. Not a lot of weight in the fingers. I want you using your leg muscles. This in and of itself, if you're not weighting all your weight into the arms, you should feel a little tremble in this right leg. It's doing a lot of body weight lifting. Okay, hands down, step back plank. Little hover. This time I'm going to ask you to push back up and do it again. Little hover, push back up. One more time. Meet me in your down dog. Start pedaling your feet. Okay, right heel down, left foot comes off the floor. I want you to circle that ankle. Circle your foot. Circle the foot the other way. Your right leg is straight. Point and flex that foot. Switch sides. Left heel down, right foot circles. Go the other way. Point and flex. Both heels down. Start pedaling those feet once again. Come back to a plank. Step your right foot up behind the left hand, come down into pigeon. Scooting that left leg back, you're on your forearms. So if you like, you can come all the way down with your head hitting the floor or a mat or a towel. Just relax here for 6 breaths. Back up to the forearms, then your hands, tuck those toes under, step back plank, switch sides. Six big, huge breaths once you're in position.
Come back up onto the forearms, then your hands. You're just going to take your right leg, slide it forward. Both legs are extended out nice and long. Open them up a little wider than hip width. Let's get the arms forward. We're going to end up in a bridge, but we're going to get there really slowly. Hollow out the belly, C-curve the spine. Come on down. Nice. Take those arms all the way back behind you. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Thumbs just hover above the floor. Bring the arms back by your side. You're going to step your feet in. Now, I want you to take your feet and get them as close to your rear end as you can, without feeling any pain or discomfort. And they're hip width apart because I want you to be nice and stable. Now let's do a little pelvic tilt. So you feel your lower back on the mat. Once you're there, just slowly squeeze your glutes and come up into your bridge. Nice. Keep your stomach pulling into the spine. Just hold your bridge. Now we're going to come down really slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Keep that pelvis tilted. So you feel the lower back get to the floor first, and then you let the glutes relax. And you're going to tilt it back up and repeat it again. And the slower you do this, the more effective it is for massaging your back. This is just giving yourself a little bit of love. Go nice and slow. Okay, now the work's going to begin. You're going to come back up. You're going to lift your arms off the floor, palms face each other. You're going to walk your heels and your knees together. Now, if you feel wobbly, it's because you haven't recruited muscle. What muscles are there to recruit? Well, you've got your tummy, you have your glutes, you have your inner thighs, your hammies. You get so many choices. Get them all going. Just hold. Now squeeze those knees even harder. Now take those arms and drop them back 6 inches. Take your feet and start to wiggle them forward 6 inches. Squeeze your knees. Feet are together, knees are together. Back of the body is all working. Close your eyes, just breathe. Follow the commands you're going to get from me. Once we feel a little more tremble going on here, we're just going to wait a little bit. If you can give me more force into those knees, do it now. If you can step those feet forward, do it now. You've still got a really nice bend in the legs. Your ankles are just way in front of the knees. Keep squeezing. We want them talking to us. Now take your arms and let's have them come back down onto your mat. Palms are facing the floor. Keep squeezing the knees. Let's take those toes, lift them up towards the ceiling. So you're in dorsiflexion with your feet. Feel your shins working. Let those toes come back down. Feel the shins release. Keep squeezing your knees. Toes up. Toes down. Can you squeeze any harder with your knees? It's getting interesting in the back of the body, isn't it? Tell yourself, I love this feeling. Feeling of power and strength and stability. Core strength. This is your core strength. People think of core as just abdominals, but it's so much more. It's the back of the body. It's your butt cheeks, your lower back, your top of the legs, toes up. Yes, you can. You can block out the thought of quitting and persevere. If you want to get stronger, it's important to have these little moments of edginess creep into the body and the mind. We are not quitters. Remember what I said at the beginning of class. There are going to be moments of hard, followed by moments of glory. 3 more breaths, ladies. Nice job. Relax. Oh my goodness. Pull those knees up and into the chest slowly. Oh, find your breath as you pull them in. Now we've got a big hamstring stretch coming. Right now you're getting into your glutes a little bit. Let's take our hands on our knees and just open up the legs. Let's let those inner thighs just chill out. Push those knees further away if you can by engaging your tummy muscles for stability. And let's take those knees, pull them back together, pull them back into the chest. Forehead up to meet your knees so you tuck into a tiny ball. Dorsiflex the feet, toes up. Relax the head. Take your your right leg, extend it all the way down along the floor. I guess it doesn't matter because we're going to do both. But right leg extends, right calf is on the floor. 2 fingers wrap around the big toe of the right foot. Straighten that leg for me. You can also use a towel around the bottom of your foot and hold on to the ends of the towel with the left hand. Now, push your heel to the ceiling as best you can. The leg is locked out straight. If you can, pull the toes down to the face. Feel all the tendons behind the knee stretch out. Keep pushing the heel to the sky and move your foot further back if you can. You want to feel that shaking in the back of that hammy. Release it. Pull the knee into the chest. And we're going to switch. Left leg goes down, right leg comes in. Straighten the leg. Please try to have that left calf on the floor. Heel to the sky on the right foot. Leg is locked out straight. Toes down. Push the heel up. Try to move the foot further back. And let's pull that right knee into the chest. Join in with the left knee. Now we're going to hold both knees. We're just going to open up and make a nice big circle. So pull in, take out, go around. Just keep doing that. Lubricating our hip joints. Now remember, we talked this morning about how we're going to sit in a chair today. Don't forget. Same thing goes if you're getting in a car and driving. I want you to sit with a long spine in your car, and I want you to sit with your tummy in. Change directions of your circle. Now you're just going to open the knees and then pull them close together. Open. And you can hold on the inside of your inner thighs as you open. Create a little resistance with your arms and close them. And do it again. Open.
with resistance, close with resistance. Pull the knees up and into the body. Now your knees and feet are together. You're going to make a circle with your knees. Pick a direction. We're going to do both. This is a nice little lower back massage. Tummy is still pulling in. Circle the other way. Nice job. Roll it up all the way up onto the feet. Come up onto your toes. Now, before we invert, I want you to just hang out here and let's get the blood flow going in the right direction. Get a little higher on the toes if you can. Should feel really good. Okay, slowly fold forward. Let's get our hips up. Just relax here for a breath. Take one hand at a time above your knees. Come up nice and slow. Great job. Let's take a nice big deep breath. And exhale out. I thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for your power and your strength. Namaste. I'm so glad you came.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Nice,
Gotta run.
Val.
Bye.
Good.
Whoa, that was great.
Hi, Annie.
We had a rainstorm in the middle of it.
You did?
Oh, wait, let me try and feel sorry for you. Sorry, I can't.
I
I
know.
tried. I tried. Nice. You have friends there. You didn't say you. I thought just you and your hubby were going.
Well, but two other couples that we have traveled with before. So
Oh, fun.
one couple is staying where we are in the same area, and then another couple has like a house. So we've been going there for dinner. It's been lovely. Very nice.
Wow.
Fun.
Susan.
Hi, Susan. Nice to meet you.
This is Donna.
Likewise. Hi. Cool.